welcome to another episode of Sue's Quick and Easy Cuisine. Going to try something new again today. It's called Sue's Slammin Sandwich. So let's get started. Okay, so I was watching Amohead73, one of my favorite YouTube chefs, and he had a recipe for sausage balls. And I thought they looked really good. I wanted to try them out. And I thought, well, you know, I'm going to try them out today. And then me and hubby got to talking, and we thought, maybe we'll take the sausage balls and turn them into a complete breakfast ultimate sandwich called Sue's Slammin Sandwich. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try, this is all new to me, a new invention or a new idea or whatever you want to call it. Got to roll up my sleeves. I'm going to get dirty on this one, I can tell. I wanted to follow the recipe as closely as I could. So what we got here is we've got a pound of ground pork, and I'm going to have to get messy on this one. But first, before I get in there, I want to add some cheese. I don't know how much. I don't think it really matters. We like a lot of cheese. So first we're going to that 1 pound of sausage. We're going to add plenty of cheese there. Okay, that should be enough. And I'm going in. I got to get my hands dirty. The first part of the recipe called for mixing all this up. So I'm not going to bore you with that. I'll come back when all this cheese is incorporated. I tried to make it look like a brain because when Amohead did this, it looked like a brain. If you guys haven't checked out Amohead73 and his show on YouTube, I would strongly advise that you do because he's a rootin' tootin' shootin' good time over there. And he does some awesome stuff, so check him out. He's one of my favorite chefs on YouTube. So anyways, there's the lots of cheese, sausage, thingamabobber, and I did wash my hands very good. I measured out 2 cups of Bisquick, which is what the recipe called for. So I've got to get that mixed in and incorporated in there next. So I'll, you know, get that done and hopefully get it done. I hate this part. It's messy and I don't know if I'll get it well incorporated or what I'll do. But anyways, I'll be back. Okay, I got all that mixed in. The cheese, the Bisquick, the sausage, and I haven't quite decided if I want to do big balls or little balls yet. I'm thinking I like big balls, so I'm going to make kind of big balls and put them on my sheet here, and it's going to probably be a lot of cutting out because I don't know how big I want my balls, but I think that's probably a good size. And so I'm going to roll out my balls, and while I'm doing a couple of them, I'm just going to explain to you what I got in the background going on here. I got some eggs fried up. It's going to go on our Susie's Slammin Sandwich. And I got some vegetables, some mushrooms, Walla Walla onions, red peppers, green peppers. I'm going to go ahead and cook. It's already cooked down, but I didn't have any oil, so I just used a little bit of butter and some water. Sauteed those babies until they were still a little bit firm, but, you know, a little tender too. They're going to go on our sandwich. Got the oven preheated to 350. I'm playing with my balls too much. Got the oven preheated to 350, and I'm just going to finish rolling out my balls and go ahead and come back. I don't know how this is going to turn out, people. So I'll come back when I've got them all rolled out, and then we'll stick them on in the oven and see how it goes. Okay, so I'm scaling down my balls a little bit. Hubby didn't think it was a good idea to have such big balls. I think he was a little bit jealous. You know, but they're not all the same size either, but much like real life, not all balls are the same size. So it doesn't have to be perfect. This one needs to be scaled down maybe a little bit. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take our balls and put them in the preheated 350-degree oven for probably, I would say, about 45 minutes. I'll probably check it after 20. And, oh hell, I don't even know how long I'm going to cook these things. I'm going to put it in the 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes probably come back and flip them over, and then maybe another 15. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so we'll be back. Okay, well, I pulled my balls out of the oven, and I think that my balls might be a little bit bigger than Amohead's balls, but his definitely were better looking, because, oh well, when they go on the sandwich, none of that's going to matter. So I'm just going to put this over to the side on my cutting board and make the sauce, which is going to be a pepper jack cheese sauce. Get my burner going. Gonna make a little roux here. Kind of nervous because I haven't made a roux in like such a long time, but I know that it takes like a lot of butter and flour and all that good stuff. Seasoning. And then milk and my cheese. So I think that's about enough butter. And just gonna let my burner get hot here and melt down a little bit, and turn the camera off for right now until it gets melted down. So I'll come back in a second. I taste tested one of those sausage balls, and oh man, they were so good. It's gonna go great on Sue's slammin' sandwich. Well, I had to take a lot of the butter out of here. I put way too much butter in here, so got that going up to a nice boil here. I'm gonna add my flour. I'm doing it with, like, I'm not used to stirring with a hand. We'll see how that goes. Right here, I gotta stir it, stir it, stir it, stir it, stir it, till it gets to be like a paste, kinda. Then I'm gonna start adding some milk. I gotta stop snacking on those things, or I won't have enough left for my sandwich. Okay, got the roux going, bubbling quite nicely. Time to turn up the heat and start adding my milk. Like I said, I'm a little rusty making a roux. Haven't made one in such a long time. Gotta stir that constantly on a high heat. Ooh, I spilled milk all over the place. I'm hoping that this turns out good. This is such an experimental type of thing for me. Totally new, but something that just really I just thought was going to be a good idea. So, and man, those sausage balls are so good and so easy and so nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this come to a boil and keep on stirring it, and then I'll come back and add the cheese and get this off to the race. Okay, well, my gravy is boiling furiously now, so it's going to start thickening up real good here, and the cheese is going to make it thicken up more. I'm going to add a little bit of cracked black to my sauce, and maybe a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm going to start gradually adding my pepper jack cheese that I've grated earlier. It's nice pepper jack cheese. I'm going to give this a really great little, kind of a little bit of a kick with my gravy and my breakfast sandwich there. So it's going to be really nice, I think. Yep, it's starting to thicken up real good now. So, and plus, when it sits, this gravy, after I pull it off the burner, it's going to get thicker. But adding the cheese and having it sit after it cooks and stuff, it's going to make it a nice thick sauce for my Sue's slammin' sandwich. So it's going to be really good. Can't wait. It's going to. I think that this might turn out to be a pretty grubbin' sandwich after all. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cooking this off and let it stand for a few minutes, and then I'm going to come back and assemble my sandwich. Okay, so I had to add a little bit more pepper jack cheese to my sauce over here to thicken it up even more. I don't want the sauce to be super like runny, because then the bread will get all yucky, and we don't want that. Man, this is going to be one monster of a sandwich. I'm going to have to spray this with cooking spray a little bit, not too much, so I don't want to soggy up the bread. Just don't want it to stick. I don't even know how I'm going to begin to assemble this baby, so I'm just going to wing it. No plan of attack, just wing it. I'm going to put some of the cheese sauce. I hollowed the bread out, the hoagie roll out a little bit, and put some of the cheese sauce in the hollowed out spot. And then I'm going to add some of my sausage bites. I hope the camera's catching this, because this, you know, I think it's going pretty well. Like I said, this is going to be one messy sandwich. So I got the cheese sauce, the meatballs. Well, they look like meatballs. Sausage balls. Going to put some egg on here. And some of my veggies I'm going to put on here. It's going to be so messy, I'm going to have to eat it with a fork. I don't even know how this is going to stick together. It's going to be messy. Oh no, it's not even staying on. This is a disaster in the kitchen. Uh-oh. This is going to be a problem. Okay, I'll take the other side of the bread that's hollowed out and try to, I don't know, make this work somehow. This is going to be one big mess of a sandwich, but it's going to be good. And got a couple cheese slices, regular Kraft American cheese that I'm going to put on top of here too. And I have the oven preheated to 350, so it's going to go in the oven for 10 minutes once I get it all wrapped up. I'm going to make a couple of these babies, one for me and one for hubby. And once I figure out how to get it all smushed together and working, let's see if I can do this. Oh no. Well, like I said, it's probably going to end up being an open face sandwich that I'm going to have to eat with a fork. But I'm going to roll it up, bake it for 10 minutes, and then I'll come back when it's all plated up and give a little taste test and show you guys how it turned out. So hopefully it turns out. See you in a few. Will you look at that? It looks so and smells so good. My Sue's Slammin sandwich using Ammohead 73's recipe of sausage balls, or as I call them, crack puffs, because they're so addicting. They're so deliciously good. Okay, well I got that out without too much problem, so I'm just going to try to cut this baby in half on the diagonal and be all fancy like that. It's going to be messy. It's going to be good though. Look at that. Look at that sandwich. Oh my gosh, that looks so freaking good, huh? That is wonderful. Okay, Sue's sandwich. Tongue twister. Sue's salmon. God, I can't even say it. Sue's Slammin sandwich. I named it and I can't even say it. I'm going to take a taste like this. So, I'm just going to go for it. I got to take a bite. I got to see how it is. Sounds like I did an apple on it. Oh yeah. That is the ticket. Try this, guys. This is so good. So, remember, till next time, keep it simple, keep it sloppy, and keep it good. See you later.